How you guys doing? I'm Maurice Sai, and welcome to the QDA Prosecution Clinic. Down here we have 3L students who basically work on their own cases as junior ADAs. Today we're going to take you on a tour so you can see what we actually do here at the Queens District Attorney's Office. Today we're actually in the Domestic Violence Bureau. This is Shariar Ali, one of our 3Ls from St. John's.
Hey guys, how are you? As Mo mentioned, I am a 3L at St. John's and I am in this prosecution clinic. It's been a great experience. We actually handle real cases. We meet with victims, we meet with cops, and it's a clinic that's almost 2 semesters, and in the past 2 semesters I've almost handled 62 cases.
Ali, what do you think is the most impactful thing you've done so far here at the clinic?
The most impactful thing is just getting that real life experience, hands-on experience, you know. In class you learn the law, you learn theory behind the law, but actually doing it in practice and learning how it's done in real life, that's such a valuable experience, and I don't think you can get it anywhere else.
And Ali, what are you going to be doing upon graduation?
Upon graduation, I'll be starting at the Brooklyn District Attorney's Office, and I know that this clinic played a very important role in me getting that job.
Thanks, Ali.
No problem.
Now we're also going to take you over to Kristen Lasak. How you doing, Kristen? What are you working on over here?
I'm just doing some discovery.
Would you like to talk about your experience here at the clinic?
Sure. So I had a really good experience at the clinic. Got to work on cases as basically an assistant district attorney. Was able to do a hearing and a lot of different things, all aspects related to the case.
What do you think the most impactful thing you've done here at the clinic?
The most impactful thing for me has been meeting with the victims and learning how to speak to people who are at the lowest point or going through such a difficult situation, and to meet with them and work through it with them.
And what are you going to be doing upon graduation?
Upon graduation, I'm going to be working in a corporate firm in New York City.
Any litigation though?
Yes, I'll be doing litigation.
Got a little litigation experience from here?
Yes, a lot of litigation experience, good writing experience, good experience appearing in court. So it's been a great experience overall.
Thanks, Kristen. Now we also have some more students here today. We'll go over to Mr. Matthew Powers. How you doing, Matt?
How's it going?
Pretty good. So can you describe your clinic experience so far?
Sure. Right now I got a caseload, approximately 25 cases. I've worked on up to as many as 32 at a time. I've had a chance to do a hearing and 2 trials while I've been here at the clinic. It's been a great experience, and I look forward to starting in the fall with this office.
So by this office, you mean you're coming here to Queens?
I will be, starting in September.
That's great. I heard that's your dream job. Is that true?
It is true. I was born and raised in Queens, and it was a great opportunity to work in this clinic, but also this clinic helped me get the job at the DA's office, so I am grateful for the opportunity.
What do you think the most impactful thing you experienced here at the clinic?
Working with the victims. This is real world stuff. I know I've been in other clinics, and you also get to interact with the clients, but working with the victims and the police officers here is a whole different experience, and it is really rewarding work.
Thanks, Matt.
No
We'll
problem.
also go see Veronica right now. How you doing, Veronica?
Hi, how are you?
Pretty good. Can you talk about your experience here at the clinic?
Sure. It truly has been the best thing I did while in law school. It prepared me for my job in September. I'll be starting with the Manhattan District Attorney's Office, and I'm sure I wouldn't have gotten it if I wasn't in this clinic. I've had a pretty big caseload the entire year, anywhere up to 35 cases, and I really enjoy this, and I'm so grateful that our school offers this program.
So what do you think the most impactful experience you've had so far here?
I think I have to take Matt's answer and say working with the victim. They come to you in their most vulnerable state, and it's up to you to be able to calm them down, give them a plan, explain what's going on, because the system is very confusing for most people, and so we have to wear many hats. Not only as a lawyer, as a prosecutor, but basically as a friend at some point.
Thanks, Veronica. Now we got another one over here, Mr. Tom Salmon. Fresh off a meeting with a complaining witness. How you doing, Tom?
Pretty good. How are you?
Can you talk about your experience here in the clinic, Tom?
Sure. So my experience in the clinic so far has been absolutely fantastic. Ever since I started working here, I've had the chance to meet with complaining witnesses. Just met with one just now. I've gotten a chance to speak with police officers. Even got to do a hearing. This is definitely the best clinic offered at St. John's University School of Law. Gives you hands-on experience, especially if you know you want to be a litigator and you want to be a prosecutor. This is the way to go.
So Tom, what do you think is the most impactful experience you've had so far here?
The most impactful experience I'd say I had here so far would definitely be my experience in the courtroom. You get to go on calendar with the ADAs, speak before a judge, learn what to say, how to argue before a court, and like I just said, I got to do a hearing. So I got to do a direct examination of a police officer, got to argue before a judge, and got to win part of my argument. And that was definitely the most impactful thing I've had at the clinic so far.
So Tom, what are you going to be doing upon graduation?
Well, upon graduation this June, I'll be working here as an assistant district attorney at the Queens District Attorney's Office. I can't wait.
Congratulations, Tom.
Thank you very much.
So guys, I want to go ahead and give you like a complete look at our little cubicles right here. Granted, it is a little bit of a slow day, so there's a couple heads here, but usually during the week, Monday through Friday, which all students come here, not only St. John students, but also Columbia students, this place is completely packed with students, sometimes officers, sometimes complaining witnesses, as well as felony assistants, as well as misdemeanor assistants. So the traffic flow is always going on here at the clinic. This is a great, vibrant experience for all students, we believe, and honestly, every student who has the opportunity to do the prosecution clinic if they have an opportunity. Thank you.
I want to introduce you to Mo, so he can talk about his experience in the prosecution clinic. Hey Mo, what's up?
What's going on, Ollie?
So can you tell them about your experience here in the prosecution clinic?
Yeah, it's been a really great experience. This is probably the most hands-on clinic I've done here at St. John's. Basically, as soon as you walk in through the door, you're basically a junior ADA. So you have your own caseload. You have, from the jump, I think we already started off with 15 to 17. We've gone up into the 30s easily. And as you clear cases, you get more cases. So from that, you're handling from offers to dealing with the police, to dealing with a complaining witness, to hearings, to depositions, everything. So it's been a really great experience.
So Mo, what's the most valuable experience that you've had here in the prosecution clinic?
My most valuable experience here in the prosecution clinic has have to be probably working with victims, or the complaining witness, as we like to call them, because this is probably their most vulnerable state that they've been in. So they're coming in here talking about basically like crimes that have happened to them, loved ones, family, their own children sometimes. So just working with them and trying to get the whole story out and building that level of trust with them while still investigating, trying to figure out what really happened, it's been a great experience.
And upon graduation, where will you be working?
I'll be going to a litigation firm.
And do you think that this experience here in the prosecution clinic is going to help you with your job?
Very much so, because through this experience I've been able to run my own cases, so I'm very confident that once I go to the civil side, it won't be anything at all.
Thank you so much, Mom. Hello, Ariel.
Hi,
Can you please introduce yourself?
my name is Ariel Cummings. I'm a 3L at St. John's.
And Ariel, can you please tell us what you do here in the prosecution clinic?
Well, what don't we do here? We handle all the cases from beginning to end. From inception, we meet with the police officers, we meet with the victims. If there's a motion, we do the motions, the hearings. So we do everything that a regular ADA does here.
And what has been your most valuable experience in the prosecution clinic?
Well, just learning how to think like a lawyer, how to handle cases. In law school, we learn a lot about what a lawyer should or shouldn't do in certain situations, but here we actually deal with those situations and we do them on our own. So that's an invaluable experience.
And how many cases did you handle this semester?
Upwards of maybe 60 cases.
Wow. And where will you be going after graduation? Do you have a job lined up?
Well, I'll be staying right here at the Queens DA's office.
Oh, great. Thank you so much, Ariel. To an ADA in the office here. These are just the offices of the ADA. So we're actually going to speak to Joe Muscarella. He's a St. John's grad. He's here at the Domestic Violence Bureau. This is Joe Muscarella, everyone. He is a St. John's grad, an ADA here. So Joe, can you tell us a little bit about this clinic and your experience working with the interns?
Sure.
After you introduce yourself.
Well, my name is Joseph Muscarella. I went to St. John's Law School. I graduated in 2015. I started in the office in September 2015. I've been here about a year and a half. I have had almost about 6 or 7 interns that have done the clinic from St. John's. One of the things I can say about the clinic is it gives students an absolute right to do trials and hearings, and it allows students to have their own cases under the supervision of the assistant district attorney. And I can tell you that I unfortunately was unable to do the clinic because I was a night student at St. John's. But I can say that students at St. John's that do the clinic, it helps them get jobs at all district attorney's offices, but especially the Queens District Attorney's Office. That's number one. But number two, most importantly, it helps provide the students with a better understanding of the criminal justice system, and especially how this office works. And I think I speak for everyone when I say that students that do the clinic come in here with an advantage over everyone else that starts in the class. And I can definitely say that for me because I didn't do the clinic and I was at a disadvantage. So I think that it's a very important clinic. I think that students don't get enough credit because they really are here working 9 to 5 endlessly. They put in more hours than they should, and to really acting as if they are assistant district attorneys. So it's like having a full-time job and going to school.
Thank you so much, Joe. Thank you for taking your time.
No problem.
Very busy day.
Good luck.
We're not going to speak with Jennifer Camillo. She's another assistant district attorney who works in the office. Hey, Jen.
Hi, how are you guys doing?
We're doing well. Could you just briefly describe the work you do with your interns here at the clinic?
I couldn't imagine how I'd be able to do my job without the interns. They're amazing. They have their own caseload, so we pretty much just supervise them. They do a lot of work all on their own. I know that my intern, which happens to be you, Mr. Powers, my intern in this year alone, he's already done 2 trials. And not a lot of people can say that before they graduate law school they got to do 2 trials, but he has. He's done 2 trials, he's done a hearing, he's managed a very high caseload, and you really just can't get that experience working anywhere else. I can't imagine an internship that can give you that kind of experience. And when I say that he's finished 2 trials, I mean completely on his own. He did the openings, the directs, the closings, everything was all him. He didn't have anyone holding his hand through that work. And that's the kind of experience you get here at Queens DA.
Thanks, Jen.
Thank you so much, Jen.